I've been thinking a lot lately about how we're leaving our home state soon, and it's got me thinking about letting go of everything that I love here. For a while in my life, I just wanted to leave and let everything go so quickly, so fast, and just run away from this world that is our hometown. But the closer that we get to leaving, the more that I realize all that I love here. Inevitably, the seasons of life change, and we have to learn to let go and move forward, but letting go feels kind of scary. I mean, what if the new place that we go to is more expensive? What if we have money issues? What if we run into problems? What if it's not as good as the spot that we have here for the price that we have here with my stable job and our stable income? These are all the thoughts that go through my head, and I know that even though I am holding these thoughts and this resistance and this fear, I am brave enough to let all of that go in order to follow my heart and figure out what truly sets my soul on fire. I know I'm meant to be in the mountains. I know I'm meant to let go of everything that we have here and create a new career and a new journey for myself. It really just comes back to appreciating the moments that we have now, what is right in front of us, because it will inevitably change into the next chapter of our lives, and we have to just accept that. And we may never be ready for the change, but change is inevitable. Until the day comes that we are meant to leave, I will enjoy every single moment leading up to it. That is a lot easier said than done, but I just have to remember that it's all just going to change so soon. I have to appreciate where I'm at so I don't regret anything. I think the reason I especially feel this way is because it seems like everything in life right now is just going so perfectly. I mean, my job is going amazing. We're in an amazing spot. We finally are in our dream home. And the end goal was always to travel. But right now we're so comfortable. It's almost as if my brain is telling me, everything is so perfect. Why would you want to change anything? That little lingering thought lies in my head of fear. And there is just this bigger cloud of excitement over that fear that I am just ready to follow. It's a scary feeling, yet revitalizing. Because once I face it, I know that I will feel like I never had anything to worry about to begin with. This was always part of the plan. I just have to get out of my own way. I've also always known that I've wanted to be a YouTuber. When I was in the 8th grade, I actually had my own channel called Fashion for Ashlyn. The real OGs know what that's about. I always had this passion inside of me. I always wanted to make good videos and share myself online. So I'm really excited that I've finally given myself the space and opportunity to do this for myself. It's a Saturday morning where I actually do not have anything to do besides what's going on around the RV. And I have to tackle that laundry. It's been sitting there for like 4 days, so. I have been looking like crazy to try and book us a campground to get ready for when we are ready to leave in May. And it seems a lot harder than I thought that it would be. But then again, the campground that we are at now didn't have a website or an official phone number. I had to ask around for that, so I know that the good campgrounds are there. I just have to look for them and call. I am just the type of person that likes to have a plan, so I really want to have the place that we are going to for the summer set in stone. How does it work for you guys though? Do you typically just show up for long-term stays, or do you call ahead and reserve? Living in an RV, we have to dump our black tanks every 2 weeks or so. You never want it to overflow to the top of your toilet. It's disgusting, trust me. So after I pull the black tank, I go inside and I fill the toilet with soapy water just to flush out the smell a little better while the black tank is still open. We also do not flush anything down our black tanks at all. This helps us prevent clogs. So while I'm dumping the tanks, I always take out the trash too. After you close the black tanks, you're supposed to open up the gray tanks so the gray water can flush out the poo-poo water through the stinky slinky. I decided to fill up my water tank while I was outside doing the outside chores. Since it's wintertime, we cannot have our water directly hooked up because it'll freeze. So we have to fill our tank and turn our water pump on. After the black tank is shut, then I just go inside and I fill up the toilet. There's enough water down in the toilet so that bacterial stuff can dissolve what it needs to. I then put the hose away after the tank was full, and you know the tank is full when it starts leaking. I then had to pull off the dump hose because it's wintertime and we don't want that stuff to freeze in there, so we do not leave it hooked up. I put the dump hose back underneath the RV and I close it up. I was so happy to get all the chores done around the house today. It looked so nice and I felt so good. I always feel better when my space is clean and well taken care of. And I know having the tanks dumped and the water tank filled is really helpful, especially for later in the night. Now Zane and I are going to go to the park. We've been planning to go to the park almost all week, so I was super excited to go. I got my water ready with my electrolytes, put on my layers. We made some really good coffee and hit the road. The park was only about 20 minutes away, and it was honestly just more of like a nature reserve area, but it was still really fun to get out in nature, breathe, and just feel good about my Saturday. Even though it was kind of cold, we still made the most of it.